What's up, everybody? It's the cat. These are the jeans that I posted about the other night. But these jeans have seen, I don't know, my last 20-year adventure, bringing kids in the world, hopping from place to place, traveling, working, helping people. And they don't fit anymore. So it got me to thinking. I mean, you can see all the stains from paint and, caulk and, just where they'd rip and everything else. Just gets me to thinking, damn, these jeans have seen a lot. And got me to thinking they don't hardly fit no more. And I've had them 20 years. Jeans don't last forever hardly, and these have lasted a good long while and definitely worth it. And I still wear them if I could. The two top buttons have to be unpopped and I have to have a belt on. Some people look at you funny when you're wearing them, but it don't bother me none. I know these jeans here, man, they've been through the ringer with me. Anyway, I just figured I'd share that. I'm gonna do a little garden walk around. Be right back. As I mentioned before, them jeans have seen a lot. They've been through successes and failures, and from not owning anything to here we are. So here's the garden. It's jumping. I'm starting to get some nice little banana peppers off of these few here. These ones that we got here, I can't remember what they are. The tag disappeared. I think they're shishito peppers. And we got our eggplants. We got our first little eggplant starting to grow on it. I might eat one or two, bake it up or make some eggplant, fried eggplant parmigiana. But I'm not a big eggplant eater, so I'll probably give those away or whatever. But I just grow them to grow them. The Herman Johnson tomatoes here, and the Lemon Boy tomatoes right there, and then all these other beefsteak and everything else. I need to come through. I need to pull some. We got a little problem coming on here. I need to cut some of these lower branches to allow more airflow through. But we're starting to get nice looking tomatoes coming on. I need to trellis my stuff up, but I don't exactly have all the stuff to do it. So I just kind of rock with what I got and, just make it happen. So anyway, everything's jumping here. These things are probably at least belly button height on me, maybe a little bit taller. We'll walk on down this way a little bit. Got some snake plant and some turmeric starting to come back. There's the turmeric starting to come back down in there. Pineapple's looking good. Probably need to put it in a little more sun. Lamb's ears looking good. French trees looking good. This is our ginger. It's coming back. And here we go. We've got our squash plants. The squash are looking freaking awesome right now. We're starting to get some. They're definitely in there. I pulled another 5 or 6 yesterday, so I could probably pull some more today if I needed to, or wait a couple days. Either way, they're coming along. These artichokes I haven't had much luck with, but I'm trying. The ducks got into them, and so we got all the ducks put up for now. Sweet potatoes are starting to roll good down here, and the other areas where we put them. There's little cherry tomatoes there. Starting to see a couple come along pretty good. This is the other bits of potatoes we got. Starting to see some on top of the ground, so we're gonna have to come back through and throw in some hay and rabbit poo around them to keep them covered and help support the potatoes a little bit. I did finally get a little trellis up, and I'm slowly working on getting these up. We're starting to see, this is a lemon cucumber, and I've got one on there about the size of a $50 or so. And so they're starting to come along. We're slowly working on it. It's getting there. I gotta just keep trellising them up, and they'll be there. The hot peppers are starting to look good. They're coming in. You can see them through here, and the 2 oldest ones are there. Got some green beans rolling here. We got yard long and tenderette, which are supposed to be pretty good size to them as well. And this is so I planted this garden over here from the hot peppers on over much later than that other one, but it is starting to come in. We're starting to see, we'll have some squash on here before long as well, and only one of my zucchinis come up, and that's the one on the very end down there. So since these are starting to push out a little bit,
that's a lot of squash.
Yeah, since these are starting to push out a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other pipes in the ground and get some stuff for them to trellis up. That way we can hopefully walk through and get everything situated. The Swiss chard's looking real good here. The other one I had up front, it was growing into wheat and everything. It started to bolt, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing. These are other artichokes that I decided to toss into the ground, and we've got 3 of them that lived out of the 5 or 6 that came up. the radish here. I'm gonna have to weed that area, and then we got our watermelon and cantaloupe. So yeah, been letting neighbor kids come over. So I do see some damage where they've been near the garden where they shouldn't be, but that's all right. I'll just deal with that, talk to them. I haven't started much back here, but I'm working on it. We got to get these ducks put up. So we got it all tilled up. We got all the rows situated. I know I got a bunch of junk all over the place. It's a work in progress. You should have seen the pile of trash that we had when we moved in and how overgrown this was. I couldn't walk back here when we first got in. You definitely couldn't walk. You couldn't see through any of this here. But we got like 19 or 20 rows here. Wish up, ducks. So these are rescues from Horry County, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. My wife works at an animal rescue, doing mainly dogs. They get some cats, and occasionally there's ducks, rabbits, chickens, or whatnot. Well, we got these because, you know, they're dropping off some dogs and some ducks and whatnot as a hoarding case, and so we got some ducks from it. Also, there's 3 little baby ducks hiding in that corner over there. Oh, and one in the pool. So there's 2 hiding over there, and there's one in the pool, just like that big picking duck there. It gave it a little boost on the butt to get it out, huh? So yeah, we got 3 of those that came with these Muscovy and what all they are. There's a couple Muscovy and there's a couple other ones. I can't remember the names of all of them. So this is what we're going to be starting on soon. We're going to have to get these ducks put up. That way they stay out of it, because they do like walking through the garden. Of course, we got a lot of mourning doves and stuff that hang out here as well. So we're slowly working on it. I'm going to pause it here, walk up front, and show you where we pulled the potatoes out of. It wasn't a giant area, but we'll go check that out. Big surprise. I don't want to scare them, but stay right where you're at, son. Our other Silky hatched her eggs. It's got a beautiful little silver baby, Silky, and some other colors. So this is awesome. Oh, the other little Silky chicks are coming to check on their baby cousins. Look at that. They're not being mean to them. They're just over here checking them out. That's kind of cool. Hey, cuz, this is how you do it right here. So this is roughly the area. So I'm guessing it's 3 foot by about 5 foot in this area is where we pulled the potatoes from. But we still got some turnips around the edges here that are ready to be pulled. We got some turnips that have bolted. They're all planted at different times, so that's why some are bolted, and that's why some are still growing. We've been getting them and eating the hell out of them, been sharing the hell out of them, just doing the thing. And then the other area where we had potatoes is over here, smaller area. It's about maybe 2 foot by 5 foot. Then 2 foot, yeah, 2 foot by 5 foot. And I use different techniques. This technique yielded a little bit more potato, and I just put them on top of the ground and did a heaping amount of you know, the rabbit shit and hay combo, and just stacked it up maybe about 6 inches. And that's where all these potatoes come from. That big old round pot that she carried over while I was pointing out. These are our potatoes. Volunteer okras, looking really good. From the looks of it, that might be the red or the red or the burgundy or one of them colors. But getting a lot of potatoes. We got our leeks going to seed here. Got our garlic down here that's doing all right. Might have to pull some of that because, oh wait, that one's bolting or something. No, that's an escape. Yeah, that garlic is, I'm not sure. That doesn't look like a garlic escape. That looks like it's about to, a seed pod. It's about to bolt. And then, so yeah, we're doing pretty good. And then this garden over here with these potatoes, I went in with the potatoes all the way at the bottom. Well, the eyes. All I did was use the eyes. I didn't use any potatoes, like full potatoes or none of that. I just put the eyes in the ground. And at some point, if anybody wants to see that, let me know, and I'll show you how I get such a good success rate with my potatoes. So anyway, I lasagnaed this one in. Put the potatoes in on the ground, dug it out about 1.5 foot. Put the potatoes in, put the rabbit poo hay in, then layered dirt, more rabbit shit hay, dirt, rabbit hay, dirt, rabbit hay, until it was a 6 or 8 inch heaping mound over here, and walked away and just put some water to it every once in a while. And that they jumped up. So the way I do my potatoes, and I'll explain it real quick, put them in a bucket of course, throw hay in the bottom, throw the potatoes in there, cover with hay all the way to the top, and put it in a dark, cool room. And all those eyes will grow. If you pull it out and some of the eyes haven't grown like you want them to, cut off the ones you do want, put them back in there, that spot will heal, and those other eyes will start coming back up. If you want me to do a video of it or whatnot at some point, I will, but I feel like that's a simple enough explanation. But again, I know some people it's better to see, you put hands on, that sort of thing. So yeah, didn't have too many sunflowers after the bugs got into them, so I got to start my sunflower seed collection over again. I'm gonna have to start some out in the back, but have to start some weeding around here too. But look, all these little wildflowers like that thing there, and they're just kind of all over the place. I'm leaving them. They're gonna grow and feed the bees and everything. And put out like a pretty purplish bluish flower. So yeah, that's all the garden I really want to show off today. But I guess we'll walk up front. The strawberries are pretty much about done where I'm at, but they're starting to spread. I don't know, my palm tree's putting out the little bazookas, so I'm gonna have some pindo palm fruit here soon. And so everything up here is looking good, looking green, letting it flower. Elderberries flowering is such a beautiful smell. I love the smell of these elderberry plants when they flower. And this one is just probably my favorite. It has so much smell to it. Maybe that one doesn't right there. It's not even opening yet. There we go. We got some starting to open, but man, this stuff smells like honey.
That's what it is.
Oh, it smells delicious. And the hummingbirds love it. I'm sure the bees will love it. They're just starting to come in, so they'll have plenty of food throughout this little bit of time. So it's looking good so far. We got our raspberries starting to come in. That's always exciting. Just good stuff. Yeah, you want to tell them? Yeah. Her cousin was just over there showing her how to scratch and eat some of the babies. But yeah, we got these peaches here. Show them, tell them. Yeah. You excited about some peaches, son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to have a lot of peaches today.
Not today, but maybe in a month or so. Yeah, all right, don't mess with them too much. You're going to pull some off by accident. Yeah, they're all looking healthy. It put out way more than it did last year. Last year, had a handful on there, and we ended up with one beautiful, delicious, juicy peach. But dang, it was worth it. But yeah, we all split it up together as a family. Look, okay, so canna lilies, raspberries, we got strawberries. They're all spreading throughout each other. So you got raspberry there and then strawberry surrounding it, raspberry and strawberry. And then we got some blackberry over here. You can see it starting to flower. So we're gonna have blackberry here soon, right around the time these raspberries. Yeah, I already showed them the raspberry. I thought I'd killed this thing, but it died back to, I guess, under the soil near the root ball, and it's coming back. We'll see if it flowers again this year, but this is the, see the little cricket in there? You didn't even, or grasshopper? You didn't even notice that, did you?
I saw it.
That's a,
Grasshopper?
not a grasshopper, Goofy. I'm talking about the plant. It's a white flowering angel trumpet. So anyway, yeah, we're working on the things. Got some strawberry stuff canned up and stored up, frozen, and everything else. Got some blueberries starting to come in over here and on the other side. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Walking onions are looking great. They're about to start walking, so now's time for me to start picking them, getting them into containers, moving them around, do what I'm going to do with them. Probably move some of them into the back garden too. Well, anyway, that's about it, y'all. Turn your ass around and get away from the road. You ain't supposed to be that close to the road. Everything's looking good. Pomegranate's looking good. That hippie lady that just drove by wanted to buy some birdhouses from me, but I got all the ones I wanted. They're all different colors, and I got them hung up. And so now I just got to spend some money and go get some extras to resell, I guess. And maybe that'll draw some people's attention over here to sell some other stuff. Just an idea on the matter, anyway. Everything's looking good. I don't know if I'm gonna have any May apples, but they're growing. The pawpaw over there you can barely see, but it's doing good. We got some pokeweed all through here, raspberry.
Yeah, that's been dry leaf.
Yeah. And here's one thing. we've got some mullein. I'm not sure which kind of mullein it is, but the last mullein I had died. It got a little too waterlogged, I guess, and just got root rot. And so I pulled it out, tossed it out the way, and just kept on rolling. So now we got some more mullein coming in. Good thing, because I was going to have to keep my eyes peeled along the side of the highways as I'm traveling for work and this and that. And I was going to have to try and get me some seed or a plant and, you know, relocate it back to the homestead. Well, anyway, I guess that's about it, y'all. Much love. God bless. Cats out. Catch you in the next one. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, and get out there and do it. Much love.